Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mongooli Show. Today we're taking a look at Cosmic Crucible Season 10, Day 1 against Jasonn. Now he's got a TCP of about 82 million, so it's about 9 million higher than ours, which isn't too bad. We do have somebody in our bracket who's got almost double our TCP, so that'll be an absolute nightmare if we have to go against that person. But for today, we only have to worry about Jasonn. Let's jump into the video and see how we do. All right, because this is day 1, I'm going to show you what my defenses are. So this will probably change before day 2, let alone week 2. But right here, right now, we are running Hive Mind with Emma in room number 1. If we can get our Hive Mind to go fast enough that we can trigger our Carnage and get all of these assists because they're all strikers, that should work out really well for us. That's the hope. Room number 2, we've got Out of Time with a Scientist Supreme. This is something that I stole from Duelim. He made it sound really interesting. Essentially, she's going to debuff your opponents, but because all these guys should have safeguard, she's not going to really debuff your team, so hopefully that'll work out nicely. Room number 3, you're going to see this composition quite a bit. It is the Annihilators with Super Scroll. We threw Black Knight in here because we had no other really good place to put them. Room number 4, we've got the Spider Society team. All of these characters have the ability to go into stealth. They can all dodge really well. I'm hoping that's going to mean they're going to get a lot more damage output. That's the thought process there. Room number 5, we're trying Extreme X-Men with Rogue because why not? They're pretty much a mainstay. They have to go somewhere. We decided to put them in room number 5. And room number 6, this might be a mistake. We might have to change this one out, but we put in our Illuminati team. Now, we do not have Captain Britain. Obviously, if you do, replace your Iron Man with your Captain Britain. But this is what we're trying out. We'll see how well it does, and we'll come back to you with day number 2 to see if this defense held up at all. Our opponent was just active 3 minutes ago, so there's a good chance he's already done his Cosmic Crucible. So maybe by the end of the video, we'll see if this defense worked at all or if it was just a complete failure. Now, as far as my opponent's defense, we've got an absolute hodgepodge in room number 1, including Old Man Logan, Dorm, Spider-Man Noir, Gore, and Zombie Juggernaut. This is 2.7 million power. Basically, we're really worried about the Old Man Logan more so than anything else. Dorm can give him the revive right away, so it's a little harder to kill him instantly. Zombie Juggernaut's going to spawn with a taunt, so he's going to be a bit of a problem. And their Gore is going to get rid of our revives if we try and bring in an Old Man Logan or something like that against them. We'll see how this works. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen there. We've got in room number 2, most of the Out of Time team. They did replace Cosmic Ghost Rider with Quicksilver. Give him a little bit of extra speed there. He is pretty small though, so hopefully we can power our way through that. Room number 3, as I said, Annihilators plus Skrull. They did decide to bring in Silver Surfer instead of one of their other 2 members, so we'll see how that goes. And then Vala's here because she gives out the exposed mechanic as well. So she's got 2 characters at least that are giving out that exposed mechanic, hopefully getting more attacks in. This is the room that I'm absolutely the most worried about. We'll see how it goes. Room number 4, they've got Extreme X-Men with Rogue and Lady Deathstrike. Now, with her rework, she is an absolute monster, but this is still a relatively small one coming in at only gear tier 17. So maybe she won't be as bad as some of the ones we'll be seeing later on in the season where they are higher up level. Room number 5, I feel like this should be in room number 4, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe we're going to get destroyed here. This is going to be the Spider Society along with Sasquatch, just giving them a taunt right off the bat, so you can't go after Peter or Pavitar right away, and you're getting pinged from their gear tier 19 Ghost Spider pretty constantly. And then room number 6 brings in Dakin along with the Darkhold. Now, I've never seen this composition before. It's going to be a little interesting. We'll have to see how this one goes. It is quite small at only 1.7 million compared to the other teams we're going to be fighting here. But I'm just not quite sure what Dakin's going to be bringing to the table. Obviously, he's going to be going very quickly, especially if we bring anybody that goes into stealth mode, like a 2099 or something like that. So we'll have to see what we bring in here. We probably just bring in the same composition we always bring against this and kind of ignore the Dakin. Maybe that'll work out well for us. Maybe it won't. Let's jump into the first fight and see how we do. All right, now normally I would go room number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but because room number 3 is absolutely terrifying, I kind of want to get it out of the way first and see what we've got left over to deal with other things. If we can get through this room without having to use Old Man Logan or Apocalypse, that should make the rest of this fight really simple. Now, people in chat are telling me that Superior 6 actually does fairly well here. Unfortunately, I was not part of the tournament, and I wasn't even really able to watch the tournament. It was a very busy week for me, and this week coming up is going to be very busy as well. So I didn't really get to see a whole lot of what the opponents were, or what the envoys were using in that fight. I've heard this works okay. I'm going to give it a try. pray for me. All right, so the generalized plan here is Gladiator's going to start with a taunt, so we have to kind of deal with him first, but we want to be focusing on Super Skrull as much as humanly possible. If we can deal with the Super Skrull, I feel like the rest of the team might fall apart, but just getting through and dealing with Super Skrull is going to be a bit of a battle as is. You can see our Kraven's almost dead, and we haven't even done anything yet. So if we can get a Kraven off and at least get the... yeah, fortunately, he does have taunt. He has safeguard and immunity, so this isn't really going to do a whole lot. But I think it is still the better attack, because I'm not sure he's going to last long enough to get a second attack in. So we're going to go with the special here, even though we're not going to get the ability block off, just because we want to get as much damage on their team as humanly possible. And it did basically nothing. But we get to go again with an ultimate, which, as you can tell from that pause, kind of confuses me. We get to go a third time? What the hell is happening right now? Oh, wow. No time to react to that even. The Super Skrull ultimate just completely wipes us out. Kraven, ironically, was the only one that did anything. And here I was thinking he would do nothing. Absolutely brutal. I guess at least they'll be exhausted the next time we try that, but rough. Absolutely rough. Oh, hey, really quickly, I just want to talk to you guys. On October the 4th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting my second annual Anniversary Bash. Now, that's my first anniversary on Twitch, my second anniversary on YouTube, and my 42nd anniversary on this planet. So we're going to be hosting a charity event for the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. So come on over, bring your wallets, support the good cause. None of this money is going to me. It's entirely going to charity. It's going to be a 4-hour stream, but the more you donate, the longer the stream is going to go on for, up to a maximum of 24 hours. So if you want to come over, hang out, whatever, that's going to be at twitch.tv/the Mongooli show. I don't think it's going to be on YouTube, or at least not as it's airing live. We'll see. As of right now, though, it will be on twitch.tv, so head over there and hit the follow button if you want to check that out. I promise you do. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans, a lot of fun times. Come on over, support a good cause, hang out with me, all good stuff. Back to the match. All right, going back to room number 1, we're bringing in our Cabal with Zemo, hoping to get a little bit of extra speed on there so they can go a little bit faster. If he can critical, that'd be amazing. We did just bring our Zemo up a little bit, so he's a little bit stronger. And we got North Star here just to deal with the revives from Dormammu. Now, he won't do a whole lot against Old Man Logan getting the revive from his special ability, but at least he'll take care of his Old Man Logan's revive right off the bat, as well as a revive from the other characters, hopefully before we can kill them with other things, so that they should just stay dead. Now, their gore is going to be a bit of an issue. He's going to get rid of all of our charges. We don't have any revives anyway, so that's not really a big problem. But Old Man Logan is the #1 target here. We just need to get through Zuggs' taunt so we can actually start hitting Old Man Logan. But with the power we're going to get from the Cabal, I feel like this should go relatively well. Let's jump in and see if we can make it happen. All right, so Zemo does get to go first, which is nice. We actually don't have a Zuggernaut taunt to deal with, which is kind of interesting. Do we just try and get rid of him quickly? I don't think we want to poke the bear necessarily with Old Man Logan. I think we're going to hit everybody anyways. Let's go with Gore. And if we can get rid of him relatively quickly, that might be okay. We got him ability blocked at least, so he's not going to do his overarching thing. And is this clear revive once on all enemies? Apply slow for 2 turns, deter for 1 turn. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we got rid of all of their revives, which is excellent. Old Man Logan taking a decent amount of damage. Is Old Man Logan just going to go down here? Do we just win off this? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. This fight's fucking over. That was awesome. Sorry, I can't swear on YouTube. Bleeped. This fight's bleeping over. Okay, that worked out so much better than I thought it was going to. I thought we were going to have at least a little bit of a fight back on that one, but this team actually destroyed that. I know Cabal's good in Crucible. Who would have thought it, right? Let's get into room number 2. All right, for room number 2, we've got their out of time team with Quicksilver. Now, the Quicksilver is fairly low, but the Black Knight's quite large. So we were originally going to come in here with our new Warriors and Old Man Logan, which I think would do okay here. But I really need Old Man Logan for room number 3 if I'm going to have a chance at full clearing this guy. So what we've actually decided is to sack this room, come back into it with just full new Warriors, maybe switching out Dagger for Lady Deathstrike or something just for a bit more power. But that way he'll be exhausted. The Black Knight will be exhausted, and we won't have to worry about him pinging us every single time. I think that's the better way to go. It is going to cost us some efficiency points, but if we can clear room number 3, that's better overall, obviously. So I think that's the route we're going to go. I don't know that I'm going to show you this fight because it'll probably be over in about 8 seconds, and then we'll just jump into the actual, like, the better fight and see if that goes as well as we want it to. All right, with that out of the way and the team being exhausted, now we're coming with our new warriors. We're going to bring in Lady Deathstrike instead of Dagger, get a bit more oomph in that attack, and see if we can make this happen. It is still a minor punch-up, but with them being exhausted, I think we got a much better chance here. Let's jump in, and hopefully that stack was worth it. All right, so we are stuck behind the taunt over here. We do want to obviously take out Black Knight as he is the biggest threat. They were smart in putting Captain America on the other side of the battlefield, though, so that when his taunt goes away, Captain America's taunt will probably be active, and then we can't, like, if they're right beside each other, we could do some attacks to get attack both of them. That's going to be much tougher to do with them on opposite sides of the battlefield. So the placement here was actually pretty smart on his point. We would love to do this to whatever this guy's name is, Starbrand, in order to hit 3 targets with this one. Unfortunately, I think we're only going to be able to hit the 2. So we did get Starbrand pretty dirty with that, and that's not bad. We don't want to use his ultimate, her ultimate here, because we want to get to 5 charges if at all possible. He's got no negatives to spread around, but we could potentially do some damage to the Starbrand anyways. I think maybe we're better off just waiting and just going basic for now and saving that for later. Yeah, I think we're better off just going basic for now. Starbrand is getting awfully hurt here. We haven't done really any damage to this Black Knight, though. If we can survive long enough to get to Lady Deathstrike's turn, she should be able to one-shot him, but it's going to be iffy if we can make it that far. Let's see. We're still stuck behind a taunt. We do have a taunt on 2 of the characters now, but that's fine, because when you have taunt on 2, you can still choose who you want to target. At this point, we don't really want Black Knight's taunt to go away, because then we'd have to hit Captain America, and we don't really want to do that. And of course, I said that, so it did happen. We do have 5 charges, and now we don't have the ability to hit the right person. Do we use the 5 charges now just because we can? We could take out their Captain America. I think we have to, because otherwise we're going to die before we get a chance to do it. So that's too bad. But worst case scenario, we did get rid of their cap, so I'll take that. We're back to being taunted behind Black Knight, but that's fine. That's who we want to be taunted behind. I wish we were doing literally any damage to this character, though. It's a little disconcerting that he's still at absolute max health. Do we just get rid of Quicksilver because we can? Never mind, it's not unavoidable. Yeah, let's start popping this guy off because he's going a little crazy, and if we can kill him, that'll be better for us. We are also running out of time to some extent. What is this? Sure. Okay, good. We got rid of him before we got rid of, before he brought in Scarlet Witch, so that's good for us. Let's just weaken their team entirely. We don't want her to be able to revive anybody. Worst case scenario, if we do have to come into this a 3rd time, which I'm hoping we won't have to now that it's a 4-on-1. Oh, nice. We got the charges off for the 2nd time. Good win. Okay. All right, for room number 4, we've got Extreme X-Men with Lady Deathstrike and Rogue. We're going to go into this with MOE and Apocalypse. This is a tried and true formula that has worked really, really well in previous seasons. Lady Deathstrike is a really good reworked character, but I don't think she adds anything here to significantly change this matchup, so this should work. We were hoping to keep Apocalypse for room number 3, but because we did just save Old Man Logan from not having to use him in 2, maybe we can get by without that, and if we can get some one-shots, that's going to help our score out significantly. So let's jump in and pray that this still works. All right, so as always, we're going to try and stun or ability block Rogue so that she doesn't get to do her stuff, and then we'll just go hard onto Forge. Interesting that he's in the middle here. Oh, never mind, they're all hiding. So let's go after Rogue. I think she's going to be the bigger threat over Lady Deathstrike, at the level Lady Deathstrike is at least. Now do we hit Deathstrike? I think now we hit Deathstrike. There, okay. Deathstrike's dazed. Lady Rogue is pretty much gone. Gambit's an option. He's dazed. Nope, should have killed Rogue when we had the chance. Damn it. Yeah, she's got the exposed, so we'll go for her. There, we can finally hit Forge. Lady Deathstrike has the double tap, so maybe we just hit her, and then we'll do the Falcon Punch into Forge and be good to go. Or maybe we'll just kill everybody in one hit. That's a decent option. I like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. All 5 of us live, all 5 of them dead. I'll take it. Moving on. For room number 5, we're looking at their Spider Society with a Sasquatch. So we're going to bring in our big-time Spider-Man. He should clear the taunt as well as disrupt, so he can't get the taunt back anytime soon. And then between the Secret Defenders, we've got a couple of characters that can apply ability block and stuns, so we can try and control their team, specifically Pavitar and Peter B. Parker. Peter B. Parker is a healer. If we can get rid of him fairly easily, that'll be good. And Pavitar is their heaviest hitter, so if we can ability block him so he's not doing his ultimates, that'll be really good for us as well. Let's jump in and hopefully we can control the board well enough to make this happen. All right, so we're going to go with our ultimate on Big Time Spider-Man. We're going to disrupt him, should get rid of all of his positives and stop him from getting his taunt in the future, which is great for us. We're going to go with the ultimate into Pavitar in the background there, as well as ability blocking him. And then with Black Cat, we're going to stun Peter B, so that he can't really do any of his stuff. And then we're going to go back into focusing on Pavitar and Penny. Sasquatch is just gone, which I love to see. He's already ability blocked, so we'll try and give her a blind if we can. Great. Oh, blinded both of them. Perfect. And let's just try and get Pavitar off the table if we can at all. Of course he goes stealth. There, Pavitar's down. That's great for us. We can't hit Peter, who's the one we actually want to hit. Gain anti-stun and clear stealth mode. Of course, she gains stealth. They're all stealth. That's actually kind of good for us now. Oh, never mind. She's not stealth. Derp. Don't mind me. Does this not quite? She's so close to going down. Can we please get rid of her before Peter can heal her? Please, please, please. Not so much. I do want Peter dead if I can help it. He's just healing so quickly. God damn, they're stealth. We need somebody that can do a bit more damage to the entire board. Because as soon as they go into stealth mode, they just heal back up all the way, and there's nothing you can really do about it. All right, for room number 6, we're going into their Darkhold with Dakin with our Tangled, well, I guess just Spiderweaver, Nova, a couple of pieces from Pegasus, as well as our MLF. Now, the game plan here is we're just a lot bigger than they are. I'm kind of hoping, like, this room gives you a bunch of negative effects depending on what happens. I'm kind of hoping we can just hit them hard enough that we're going to get some one-shots in there and basically wipe them out before all of the negatives that happen to us really affect us all that hardly. That's not the greatest game plan, I understand that, but there's just gonna be a whole lot going on in this room, and some of the members on their team are pretty small, so maybe. All right, so starting off, we're gonna go after Morgan Le Fay, as she is the biggest threat on the board. There's no immunity to clear, but it's still potentially good. There we go. We got the ability block on her, which is absolutely phenomenal. It went away pretty instantly, but whatever, I'll take it. She's got the vulnerable in. We've got our charges, so that should make it significantly harder to hit us. And now can we get... let's go with the ability block on Wong, just because we don't want to get stuck behind his taunt. That's always super annoying. And then let's see if we can clear a significant number of these people. At least do some good damage. There we go. Agatha's hurting pretty bad. Morgan, they're all hurting pretty bad. Dr. Doom's gone. Morgan's gone. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Let's go for Dakin. He's a bit stronger than the others are, but he's going to do a bit more damage as well. Let's just get rid of Wong. Not quite, but pretty close. Pretty close. There we go. Dakin gone. Perfect. This went pretty darn well. It was a pretty massive punch down, but it's still nice to go and get an actual full clear that does well for us, so I'll take it. Now to do some cleanup. All right, going back into room number 5 against their Spider Society, we're going to use Eternals and Undying with Loki in there doing double duty. Now, Loki is going to help out because Cersei's going to get her attack in before Icarus does, which is going to mean that she's going to soften them up a little bit so that Icarus has a better chance of double tapping. Both of my Eternals are gear tier 19 with, I believe, 2 diamonds on them, so they're fairly beefy. Even so, I'm not entirely sure Icarus is going to get the double tap, but because of Loki, we're going to get a better chance at it. Cersei will also, not Cersei, sorry, Hela will also care because if Loki dies, that'll give us an additional Greg, which is just more fodder for them to have to try and work their way through. So, Iron Man can make them attack themselves. I think this is going to be the best composition we can have, and none of this is going to be used in room number 3, so we're not really hurting ourselves in any way. Let's jump in and hopefully we can clear this room and just move on to room number 3. The Nightmare Room. All right, so first and foremost, can we damage Peter B? This should make everyone attack him, which is good for us. Got rid of all of his little bonuses, which is nice. Unfortunately, that did eat the vulnerable. That might have been the wrong call, but so be it. There's basically no chance, but this should clear all their positives, so it's good enough for that reason alone. The amount of bleeds they've got is absolutely insane at this point. Got the ability block on. Maybe we should have done the ability block on Petar, but so be it. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. That was weird. There. Stunned Peter is good, Peter. Go back over here. Hit both of them. It's looking like this is going to be a nice, easy clear, which is... Why did I say that? Why did I say that right before she went crazy? Good. Okay, we got rid of one of the characters. Let's go for here. Just get rid of them. Just go away. Perfect. Okay. Ironically, their only gear tier 19 character is the one that's left, and it's the one that we're least worried about. But we did full clear it. Took us a couple tries. We got there. Let's see if we can get room number 3 or if we're going to be stuck at just 5 out of 6. All right, going back into room number 3, we didn't do much to their team, but they are going to be exhausted now, and Super Skrull did just do his ultimate, so it's going to be hopefully a little bit before he gets to do that again. We're bringing in Old Man Logan, Dormammu, Val, Doom, and Omega Red. Now, Dormammu can hopefully keep us alive for a little bit. Val is going to give us a exposed, which should help us get some double taps in. And Old Man Logan is just an absolute monster. If Doom can survive or even get revived and go off with his ultimate, that's going to be really, really strong for us. And Omega Red is just a big, beefy boy coming in to try and maybe give some trauma or an ability block. Basically just do some damage. We are still punching up on this one. Even with the best things that we've got left over, this is still 400,000 points down. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work, but we got to try something. We got to go for that full clear. Let's jump in and see if we can make this happen. Okay, so they're exhausted. Super Skrull is going a little crazy on us. We are stuck behind the Gladiator taunt. Hopefully this works like it does in Arena, where we can actually stun him, clear his taunt. Did none of the above. Gave a couple of bleeds out, but we are still stuck behind him, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to keep pummeling him. We want to go into Super Skrull, but can't happen just yet. Their Thanos is looking a little rough. I like that. And Doom survived a hit, so we do get to go off with the ultimate. Excellent. And he took Val for the ride? Interesting. Okay. Sure. I thought he would have taken Old Man Logan, but so be it. We'll do the double, and then will this clear either Val or... Nope, didn't get anybody, but Val is nice and low. There we go. Val's gone, so that's one. Gladiator is starting to get down there. Beautiful. Let's just see if we can get rid of their Thanos. All right, so we are wearing away at them. It's something. I'll take it. Solar Surfer is not the one that I want to be hitting in this situation, but he's all I've really got options for, so there's that. Dr. Doom down for the first time. Old Man Logan looking super sore, but he does have his revive, and he hasn't done his ultimate yet. There it is. Okay, let's go into Super Skrull with the ultimate. Beautiful, and that should give him... It didn't. I thought that would give him a revive. Okay. There goes a good chunk of the team. I feel like we just keep focusing on Super Skrull as much as we can. The ability block on him is very nice for us. Gladiator coming back is very bad for us. Mega Red's the only one left with a thing. Okay, nice. Oh, good. Okay, okay. We're in great shape all of a sudden. That was huge for us. Okay, no, this is a win now. Now we're full clearing, baby. Let's go. Okay. I was looking real sketch for a second there. Nice. Okay, so now it's just come down to efficiency. Did we make enough points to make this happen? All right, 48,500. Not the best score, but not bad considering what we're going up against. And for day one, I'll take it. Let's see. Hope, pray, fingers crossed. How did he do? Oh, come on, baby. Have you got all your attacks in? Is that a good, clean win? Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right. He got our room 1, but it took him a couple tries. Room 2, no problems for him. Room 3, he did not clear, so that is a win. That is absolutely a win for us. Room 4, he defeated no problem. Room 5, he also... Oh, no, he did beat it. Just took him 3 tries. All right, that's a win for day 1 of Season 10. Maybe this season's going to be better for us. The last 2 seasons have been a little bit rough, or maybe it's just way too early to tell. It's hard to say. We recorded this live over at twitch.tv/The Mongooli Show, so head over there and give us a follow so you can hang out with us the next time we make one of these. If you made it this far on YouTube, though, you probably enjoyed the video. Hit that like button as it does help out the channel quite a bit. Leave a comment for engagement as that also helps. And hit subscribe if you want to see more great content like this and see how we do throughout the rest of the week and the rest of the season. Until next time, everybody, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and good luck to you.